Recording? Yeah. Okay, sorry I look so bad. Um, I'm kind of sunburnt. Well, you can't tell. Well, that's red and that's not. I've been swimming all day, so you can tell because my hair's curly. But what I would, what I would like to talk about is basically MySpace. MySpace is getting dumped on because of pedophiles. Because some people are stupid enough to add men that are like 50 years old. They don't know. Even if they say they're 18, 16, 14 years old, they're still adding them when they don't even know them. If you don't know them, don't add them. I know everybody on MySpace, and I have over 100 friends. Like I have like almost 200 friends, and I know them all except for I've got some movie stars. Like I've got um, Beyonce, but she's a singer. Tori Spelling and Taylor Swift. Those are the only three people that I've never met, and I've got Kelly Raspberry, Kid Craddock, JC, Taylor, and Shannon, and Big Al from my radio show I listen to, and Redneck Steve. Those are the only people I don't know on MySpace. If I have some on my MySpace, it's because I've met them at least one time in my life, and they are younger than 18, except for my friend's parents who have MySpace. My hair's so bad, I know it, but that makes me mad because, like, a girl, it was on Dateline or something, she was talking, or Date Night or something, whatever it's called, she was talking about how she got raped or whatever, and that he gained her trust by telling her that he was a quarterback on a high school football team. If that's all it took to get her trust, then she was asking for it. I know that's bad, to get raped, molested, whatever. But common sense, you don't meet people on the internet. I mean, why? That's not what you want to do. You don't tell them where you live. On your MySpace, you shouldn't have bad pictures of yourself up there. You shouldn't have where you live. The most information you should have on your MySpace is the town you're in, and then you don't even have to put that. You can make up a town. Like when you're filling out your MySpace, you can put in the middle of nowhere, Mississippi, California, New York, whatever, Washington. But I mean, and then if you're not, you have to be at least 14 or 15 to make a MySpace. And then people sitting here being 14 years old saying they're 21, and some 14-year-olds do look like they're 21. Because some people actually do look older than what they are, and then that can get them into trouble. And then they're sitting here, the world is buying MySpace for everything, and it's not just MySpace, it's everything. It was either Nickelodeon or Disney had a pedophile working at their thing and had molested some kids, a lot of kids. And that was the news for one day. MySpace gets bagged on almost every week. Dateline, Dateline Catch a Predator? MySpace is a big part of that. I know there's a lot of pedophiles on MySpace, but don't just go on MySpace chat rooms because there's a lot of pedophiles. There are chat rooms for pedophiles. Let me tell you. And then you're catching people that they don't even know. You should come into families and see how many people in a family molest kids. It's a lot. But there is a lot of people that aren't in families that will drive for 5 hours just to go get with a kid to have alcohol, condoms, drugs, just to get sick kids, which I think is kind of nasty to do that to a little kid. You know, that's nasty and wrong. And don't be saying to yourself, oh, I don't molest them, and you think I'll just look at pictures. That's still nasty because you're right there next to it. And then one more step, you'll be there. You need to get help. Go see a psychologist or whatever they're called. I don't. You're nasty. That's wrong, and you will be punished. I mean, if you don't believe in God, then I will. But would you want to be in the line that molest little boys, molest little girl lines? Would you want to be in that line, if there is a line, when your day comes? Nasty. That's wrong. MySpace is not a problem. I use MySpace to keep in contact with my friends and family. That's what I use it for. I don't even go on the chat rooms on MySpace. I don't find it necessary. I mean, the only time I went on the chat room was when me and my brother were on my MySpace, and we were actually trying to find a private chat room on MySpace where no one was in, where we could just talk ourselves, just the three of us. It was me, August, and I think it was Joey. That's one time, and then when we got in there, and then who talks on blackjacks and card games? Seriously. There's like a bazillion people talking in there. So finally we found one. I forgot which one it was. There's only like 2 people, and then finally they left. And we talked a little while in there, and then we got off that, and then we got on the phone and talked to each other. I mean, MySpace is not bad. There's bad people on there, but there's bad people everywhere. There's bad people in schools, churches, especially the Catholic people. There's a lot of Catholic people that are gay. I mean, not gay, but molesters. Wow. It's a lot of people. If you can hear me popping my fingers, I know that's bad, but when I pop my fingers, I pop my wrist right there, that little part right there, I pop that, and I can pop my neck. I don't know if you heard it or not, but I can pop my shoulders and my back, and I can pop my toes, and my ankles, and my knee. I can pop my elbows right there. You know, just like bend your arm right there. I can pop almost everything that can be that's poppable on my body. But anyway, leave MySpace freaking alone. Stop blaming MySpace for every freaking thing. If you know darn well, if you're having a good enough watch on your kid, they're not going to be talking in chat rooms. They're not going to have nobody on their MySpace that you don't know. You know, my parents, I told my mama and daddy, as soon as the day I got my MySpace, I told my mama and daddy, I have MySpace. Y'all can go in there and look at it anytime you want to. You know, they trust me well enough. They don't go even look on my MySpace. I make my mama come in there and look at my MySpace. I make her look at mine. I make her look at my pictures and stuff, because the most prerogative picture I have on my MySpace is I'm in my bathing suit, and it doesn't even show everything. It shows probably about like to right there. And then I have a picture showing my belly and my fake belly button ring. That's it. And then I've got one I was doing the splits, but I deleted it because someone called me a whore. They didn't call me a whore. They said I look like a whore. It was one of my brother's friends, which was in SPED, which he didn't tell me. I think it was either, I'm not saying it was Tiffany or Betsy, or Lindsay, but I think it was one of them, because I don't know. I just have a feeling it was one of them, but I deleted them. I was doing splits. I don't see anything that's forced about that. I take gymnastics, and I'm proud and flexible. I mean, don't be hating on me because I'm flexible. But, well, so I guess that's the end of this video. Stop blaming MySpace, and if you blame MySpace, you might as well be blaming yourself, because it's just as much as the parents' fault if they don't watch their kid. I mean, it's bad, I know, and all, if you get molested, raped, or whatever, but stop blaming MySpace for everybody else's problems. That when the parents should have been watching their kids well enough to know about that. Report the sucker's butt. Don't blame MySpace. Peace out.